run out to Granny's house. And if this weather keeps up, I'm going to have to mow the lawn. Ha-ha! Anyway, it's a cool day out. You can see by the clouds, it's cloudy as well. And our area currently is under a lockdown, and I've got a delivery for, I guess it's a kind of like a caregiver, bringing Granny some turkey soup that I won't eat. Anyway, here we go. Try to keep this channel positive. Everybody kind of happy. Tough times are here, boys and girls. I can't remember, maybe it was Friday. Friday night, I think it was, or Friday. They locked down our area. We've got 18 cases of COVID. I know it's nothing to jump up and down about, but it's a lot less than other places have, that's for sure. I was going to say the snow's melting, but obviously you can't see that from down here. This is, don't get a lot of sun down here. But you'll see when we get up to the top here. And we break out of the woods. There's a lot of grass. Now tomorrow night, we're expecting the start of a rainstorm that's supposed to last for quite a few hours until Tuesday morning, and they say a significant rainfall, which they gave a weather advisory for it, so who knows what to expect. Ooh, it's nice and warm in here now. I'm glad I used the auto start. There. Lots of grass. Of the cow and deer eating kind. Well, that's interesting. I'll have to ask them. They've got 2 satellite dishes on their roof. And one thing that we don't have is TV. So we won't have one of those dishes. Reminds me, I gotta go and see if I can get some wood off that fella. Pretty sure they call it slab wood. Oh, there's a cow. Or 2 or 3. Cedar Hollow Cabin, if you're so inclined. They've built a camp that you can rent. You can probably look up Cedar Hollow and find it. Oh, they're burning over here. That's what I should do when I get back, maybe. See if I can light up the fire pit again. rather do it now when it's safer out than in the spring when it'll probably be soaking wet by then. Besides that, it's going to be soaking wet pretty quick here. So we got turkey soup, some small potatoes, and some blueberry muffins, and stuff, whatever, for Granny. Ooh, that heat feels good. I must admit, this road's in pretty good shape. Probably not after the big rain that's coming. They'll have to come and grader it. And this section we're on right now is the worst, but they must have dumped 20, 30 loads of freaking gravel on it, which has really helped it out. It was like 5 to 10 kilometers an hour, 5 miles an hour, whatever, to drive through this area here. If anybody knows, please comment. We grew quite a few squash, and they're starting to go bad. We saved them in the special bin that we got built in the garage, but some of the turnips went soft, and I don't know, we got more than half a dozen turnips that we got to cut up here Tuesday because they're going soft and starting to rot. So I'd be interested, what's a good way of storing them? We've tried putting carrots in coolers and buried them in sawdust. It seems to be working a little bit better than, we tried sand, that was a mess. So we're going to use the sand on the driveway and on the steps to make it a little safer. This fella here's got himself a sawmill. We need one of them. But I don't think there's enough trees on our property. There might be enough to bring up to the house for firewood for one house. I'm not too sure about two. But anyway, I wonder about that manure there, if it's any good. For the old garden. You see on the right here, the heavy rains have washed the side of the road off. Oops, better slow down. I got soup sliding around down there. And we're going to, oh good. That's Mr. Bird. And Mr. Fox. Now, check this place. I'll swing it over a bit. Check this place on the right here. Look at the friggin' mess. Guy needs a tractor just to push the crap out of the way. Oh well. Beautiful day. It was really nice earlier. Everybody waves. The country thing. See that? Waved. Old guy in the chair out there, waved. Rivers are flowing. The brooks are still going. All right. Well, we'll just maybe I'll buy a coffee. Time is 2 o'clock. I can buy a coffee. There we go. There's Keswick Ridge up there. We'll be heading up that way shortly. Too bad there wasn't a road that just didn't hook straight up from here. I see the hockey rinks going full blast. Don't get it. Whoops. We gotta fix the friggin'. Be right back. We got soups possibly spilling here. Well, alright. I guess I'll turn this around. Hang on a minute. There. I'm gonna put the big containers of soup towards the front. There. There we go. Let's get a big coffee. That way I can have something to drink while I'm diddling around here. We're now at 89 feet, so we've dropped 700 feet from Sheepy Hollow down here. And the city the other day was 35 feet, I believe, down by the river. So just kind of interesting. Couple of horses. They just feed them, I think. I can't imagine anybody riding them. I know a feller out west, he said to me once, he says, you know, it's dumber than a horse? I said, no, I don't. He says, 2 horses. You had to be there, of course. Now, we got to check to see if Mom's left some money on the dash here to paying for parking. Ooh, there's a lot of wood there on the right. I need to check that out too. If I was to get wood delivered in tree length, how much it costs if I had to cut it up for myself to save some money. But that's a lot of work. Take 4 cords. It's 128 cubic feet per cord. We'll round that up to 100 and say even 100. So that's 400 and 4 threes. 520 cubic feet ballpark of wood to split. It's quite a bit, actually. Did you know that 75 squared is 5625? Let's see if the coffee works. Might be. I don't know if that guy's ordering or if it's shut down or what. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, extra large, triple. That's good enough.
All right, that's $2.45. That's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh. Here, $2.50. That'll do the trick. There's a river right there, straight ahead. That's the Keswick River, and I got some property downstream. I should sell that. Ooh, is that bright. Huh. Sunday must be coffee day because nobody ever buys coffee here. Get the coffee so Granny don't have to make me one. That's what I need is a pickup. Looks like a bunch of holes in the bottom of his tailgate there. Good, he's got a mask on. I guess I could have Windexed the window here. Come on. Let's go. I wonder what they do. Ridge cedar and I mean just sitting there doing frig all. Friggin' guy. Get your coffee and go.
2:45.
Good, thanks.
Have a great day.
You too, dear.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, let's have a coffee. I normally don't like to buy coffee there because it's always cold. Or it tastes like the bottom of the pot. Okay, off we go. We're heading over towards the Keswick Ridge. Doesn't taste too bad at all. That's the Keswick River, right there. And usually at this time of year, it's froze over. Whoa, watch out. Nice looking old car there. We got chicken, or we got turkey soup in the car. We got to be careful here. And I am so glad that we're giving most of it away because I don't like turkey soup. And I don't like beef stew either, or chicken stew, or any kind of freaking stew. And the story behind that was, or is, just got to fix the lid on my coffee cup here first. We get the anti-pour, shove it in the hole here, instead there. Back when I was a young feller, 10 years old or so, my parents went to, from New Brunswick here, to Ontario to pick up a car that my dad bought through the Armed Forces Auto Club. Well, my grandfather came to look after me and my brother. He'd be about 5 or 6 at the time. And my grandfather says, "We're going to have stew." I thought, yeah, okay. And the next day I said, "What's for supper, Grandpa?" He said, "Stew." Even on the third day I asked him what for supper was, and he said, "Stew." And I said, "Why come we have something else?" He says, "We're having stew." So my parents were gone about a week, and my grandfather would take a look in the stew every day, and he would say, "Needs more potatoes, needs more of this, needs more of that." And that's all I ate for the whole week was stew. He was kind of a dick, though, as I recall. Pretty grumpy, snarly old guy. Not because he was looking after us, just the way he was. Talk about an old school grump. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. He's buried in St. John. Which is south of here. I gotta remember about that soup. Every time I put on the brakes or step on the gas, it's sliding around on a tray. Oh well. It's picturesque up on this side if you've got any property with a view. There's a nice place down along the river. I seen a picture. In this area here, Keswick Ridge, on the right is the high water of the Mactaquac Dam. And on the left, it flows down into the St. John River. My side is hurting. It would be a good time to go and see the doctor. Got that from checking out with the squashes. So the squash and the turnip, they go soft. And the turnip especially kind of goes rubbery. We feed it to the dogs, so we just cut the rotten part off, and there's a high chair for somebody if you want. No more kids for me. Anyway, we put the potatoes in the basement, the bulk of them. So I would like to report on them as well. There was just a couple of bad ones in there. I went through all of them. There must have been a good 500 pounds. And no more than half a dozen potatoes were bad. So we cleaned them up. I wouldn't mind getting a potato cutter. You could do it by hand, but it's not quite the same. I gotta go in here too, this guy here pretty soon. I need to get a axe handle. Well, sir. I brought, in case there's some roadblocks on the highways here, Granny's phone number and address, just in case. Apparently they gave out 80 fines here the other day for people not practicing the social distancing and all that other stuff that's going on. Oh, we got a turn up here. So it'll be a good time to slow down, eh? The rocky road. Ooh, slide. I don't want to lose the turkey soup in the car. Now what would have helped there, Mom, although you never look at the videos, you put a towel on there that would have helped to keep them from sliding. On the slick, brand new tray. There's the head pond down there. It's all part of the St. John River. Oh, got to check out 1142 on the way back. Yeah, my jogging days are over. More power to you, bud. Guess there's no need for a snowmobile, is there? Right now. Okay, here we go. Alright. Anyway, if there's going to be any road checks, that'll be up here. There's to get to Fredericton, there's the go over the dam, and there's two other bridges, one in the city and one on the south side of the city. Some arsehole, excuse me, language, threw their garbage out. We're in no hurry today. Now this is the Macnaquack power station on the left. It's the big substation you see there. all the power made goes up into the grid here. My son used to be the tour guide down there while he was going to university. It's pretty interesting. Alrighty. It's pretty neat when they open up these big sluice gates here. I'll have to come down here one time and see if I can film it. I don't know how close I can get down to the bottom. There's a parking lot over here on the left you can see. And there was an Indian fellow that died right here. He jumped off the cliff there and that was it. The bodybuilder guy. That's the end of that. I don't know about you, but I don't think I'd be going into no cold water like that. Not much for swimming. I used to like the bicycle. Somebody lost their little board there. Used to have one of those Jeeps. Beautiful out. Yep. There, we'll slow down. 120 and 100 is pretty fast. I don't even want to talk to the police. Not that I have anything to hide. That fella's got a couple of dogs out for a walk. Yep. For sale. You guys should be able to find your way to Granny's house no problem nowadays. There's more construction in there. I guess property's selling like crazy here. People from Ontario are coming down here. They're cashing in out there, and they're coming down here, and it's forcing all the property expenses are going way up. So Granny's house is just up here, not too far from here. And what I'll do is I'll shut the video off and I'll start it back up and see if we can get something on the way home. Might be dark though. Holy frick, that's bright. This little piece of land on the right here has got about 4 houses on it. I wish my in-laws had bought it because we could have built a house right here too. Hey, we haven't spilt the soup yet. Oh, there's the sister-in-law. And her car, Pearl. So, that's that, folks. We'll catch you on the return. We'll catch you on the flip side here. Well, welcome back. We're on our way home. This battery isn't going to last very long, and I forgot to bring a spare with me. But we're done with the Granny. Oh, and the sister-in-law. And I can't back up into the usual spot here because where the hell's the road? My back window's all dirty. Or not my back window, but my little camera. Okay, here we go. Wow.